Welcome to the Safe Place for Toxic Masculinity podcast. It's your boy Trap. Here with Push, and
Yo.
Marcus,
What up?
Yeah.
poppin' niggas. So it seems like we talk about a lot of these topics every fucking week. This is about to become a fucking COVID podcast, but it is relevant.
It's life. We're all dealing with it.
Therefore, Pfizer just got approved for they got their emergency authorization to ship out their vaccine
In the United States.
in the U.S. Man, I saw something talking about that trial niggas caught Bell's palsy from getting it.
It's always been a thing with every vaccine,
Yeah.
from what I understand.
Yeah, I think in Europe, my girl was telling me like 4 out of the 50 people in the test trial had Bell's palsy, the facial paralysis, but it's not like they all got it at the same time. I think one guy had it 13 days after his vaccination, one had it 28 days after his vaccination, one had it 40-something days after his vaccination. So it looks like the side effects can't be predicted because they all got it at the same time, but they experience their reactions at varying times.
Right.
Well, ain't no telling how baby fetal cells gonna mix into your stream.
That's a fact.
CNN says health experts are warning that it's likely the U.S. won't see any meaningful, widespread impacts from the vaccines until well into 2021.
What? So once again,
Yeah.
what the fuck are we taking this shit for? To eventually curve the curve?
I mean,
I don't know.
like I said, I'm anti this COVID vaccine shit.
Man,
Since-
you can't say you anti. That's how you get the feds on your ass. You gotta say some shit like, I'm waiting for science to prove itself.
Oh yeah. You also can't directly
Refuse it.
refuse it. You gotta ask if it got baby fetus cells in it, and then say, "Hey,
You have to act, does it cause a reaction, right? Or some shit?
Yeah. Are there baby fetal cells in these? Does it cause any adverse effects? Oh, I'm going to politely decline. Thank you very much.
So,
Last I checked, this was my fucking body.
is it?
No,
But is
because
it?
we're technically state property because America is a corporation, but that's another conversation.
And you got a birth certificate and social security number.
And a straw man.
Well, you are the straw man.
But word, man. Hopefully, our parents are at the same point that we are.
Well, my parents have let it be known that they're not with the shit. It's like, no, I'm not going to take it. I've been okay this far without it. I don't need it. Like that's their standpoint currently.
So I think that the length of time that they let the shit marinate was supposed to create the urgency for people to take it once it came out. But like he just said, it could be the opposite. Like,
Yeah, I mean it's like the flu shot, right? I've never taken a flu shot, and in my 32 years, I've only had the flu once.
Yeah, I think I had the flu twice. Even when swine flu came, I was in Ant's house with him for like 9 hours. He's fucking laying in his bed with cold sweats. Didn't get that shit from him. My girl got it. Didn't get it from her.
Yeah, it's like,
I mean, I don't think.
I get that people get it, but everybody don't get it, you know?
But
So I was having
I got the flu once from a plane ride from Florida, I think. And it was like 3 days.
All right, so this is just a random, I guess, observation in my weird analyses of shit. But back to the baby fetal cell thing. That's a human part, right? Like it's DNA information from what should have been a human.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how you're not supposed to like really like consume body parts because it causes, you know, weird things to happen. Like when they study cannibals, they have like, you know, fucking almost like brain dead tendencies and different things.
I've never heard this.
So
Enlighten me.
apparently long term consumption of human flesh causes like some type of mental hysteria or something.
Mm-hmm.
You get all fucking weirded out. So long term, I'm thinking like adding all of this shit to your system could be doing different things like that, but also on a spiritual note, right? Blood is, you know, life energy, right? And whatever doctrine you read says, you know, don't inject blood of another person into yourself, don't drink it and stuff like that. And then on the other side of things, people make sacrifices with the same blood. You know what I'm saying? Animal blood, human blood. In fact, all right, so there's a guy named Aleister Crowley, right? He's dead now, right? But he's Don, the godfather of black magic. He wrote a book called Magic, right? And in it, he talks about child sacrifice, right? And how if you can sacrifice a young child and consume its blood and stuff like that, that you'll find the fountain of youth within.
I.e. Bohemian Grove.
Maybe. I don't know what that is. What that is.
It's some shit that a bunch of motherfuckers got caught going into, burning owls and drinking blood and shit.
But it sounds.
I think these are along the same lines of the allegations that Ellen is going through, that she injects the blood of children, like part of that Epstein shit.
Yeah.
So
I feel like it's all linked anyway, all that shit.
She injects children's blood into herself?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, so, you know, about like the old Rockefeller nigga that got 14 and a half heart transplants and he's like 108 years old and still alive. Like, I say all that to say, I'd just be observing certain things, and there's some fucking spooky stuff going on with what they got people accepting unconsciously, even though they know what's up, the people that partake in these things. We don't.
Word.
So, be careful, folks. I'm not taking no fucking vaccine, as I've said before.
Me either.
I'll let science play it out.
Word. Moving right along.
So, we have a correction from last week where we were talking about Mayweather versus Jake Paul. The correction is Mayweather versus Jake Paul's older brother, Logan.
Same person.
I guess you can say that.
It's the same person.
Why do they both do the same shit besides boxing?
No, well, Logan Paul is actually a professional boxer. Jake Paul is a YouTuber that happens to box in a gym.
Nigga, so is his brother.
He boxes professional though.
I thought Marcus was just saying that because all white people look alike.
I mean that too.
That dude.
They look alike. They look alike. Like a lot.
It was easily
But they
mistaken.
also do the exact same shit. They were YouTubers turned boxers.
Are they creating a new lane?
What lane is that? Celebrity boxing?
I don't know. Apparently, mild celebrity status grants you all types of shit in this society.
Yeah, but you
Like the
can't play
presidency.
boxing. Like, you can't play boxing, though. Look what happened to Nate. He thought that he was just going to come in and beat up the white boy.
I mean, you could play boxing with another nigga that's playing boxing.
Yeah, but
Like me and
most celebrities,
Yeah.
like a celebrity is not going to just say, hey, come on, let's go out there with someone who boxes in the gym, even if it's once a week, right? Because if you've been in the gym once a week for a year,
I'm going to smoke you.
you're going to pick something up, right? Minimally, keeping your hands up, right? You might not even know how to throw a crazy punch because if you watch, you know, when Jake Paul was throwing his overhands rights, his eyes were closed, but they landed. But, like, that's the difference. Celebrity is not going to, hey, this nigga Shannon Sharp said,
These motherfuckers keep cashing these checks like this in the pandemic. You're going to see a whole lot more motherfuckers out here. I can't get this show money. Yeah, I'm going to make a show.
but I don't think that it would be boxing, right? Like, I think that it'd be more exciting to see them in
Fucking play Twister, niggas. What else?
no, but like if they're gonna fight, it should be more like MMA,
MMA?
right? Because Nate was trying to slam Jake Paul to the floor, and that's why he got beat up in the boxing ring, right? If they were in the octagon, the fight might have turned out different, right? Because you can, he clearly,
But I
is
think the
built
size difference
Yeah, Nate Robinson's significantly smaller than that.
in MMA will make a lot more difference.
yeah, but I think it would have made for a better fight also, right? Because yeah, you still have your boxing shit, right? But if you're only coming in here with boxing, you're gonna have a long night. If I can work you on the floor, because clearly Nate didn't have the hands for a boxing match. But in an MMA match, because it's not just your hands, it's more like a street fight with select rules. I think that would have made for a more interesting fight than to watch him try and box.
I mean, I don't like MMA, so I'm probably not going to ever agree with that.
Why you don't?
I mean,
I don't know. I just
like MMA,
Too
like
savage
watching
for you?
MMA fighters is rough,
it's not too savage for me. It just looks weird.
but it's more, it's closer to a street fight than boxing.
I mean, when there's so much technique involved, it ain't really a street fight.
I mean, but is it? Look at Kimbo, right? Before he died, he was in MMA. What technique did he have? Because in the backyard, he was a brawler, knocking niggas' eyes out the socket and shit. He ain't had no technique. He was just a strong motherfucker that could take a punch.
Right. I mean, I think in MMA he started to gain more technique than
Yep.
Yeah, but him, a lot of the niggas who enter MMA have gym training, formal training, whether it's any kind of mixed martial arts, boxing, you know, karate, judo, wrestling. Kimbo didn't have none of that. He was fighting in backyards for money.
Indeed. And he got into the MMA and got his ass whooped a couple of times because he had no floor game and no grapple game.
but he's also a freak of nature. I'm talking about civilians, the regular civilian.
Amongst them, you mean?
He's comparing it to Kimbo, but I'm saying Kimbo's a freak of nature. Like, nigga had iron jaw and could hit a nigga hard as fuck. Trying to mold this regular civilian on that basis into a fight, I mean, they're going to fail.
This is true.
Yeah, but
Like a nigga that shoot free throws all day with no contact.
But again, at the same time, yes, if a regular person is going into the octagon with someone who has some sort of formal fight training, yes, the outcome's going to be bad. But if we're both celebrities looking for a check because we can't do shows, I think MMA would make for the better fight than a boxing match. Because the truth of the matter is, most niggas can't box.
I will box Action Bronson right now.
Most niggas can't fight.
Yes. And what you would see in the octagon would be the same thing that you would see if two rappers with beef saw each other in the club. Right? It'll be a couple punches thrown, someone gonna get grabbed up, slammed to the floor. That's what it's gonna be. You can't do that in a boxing match. That's why Nate got punched out. Because he's trying to slam the dude on his neck.
He got punched out for lack of training.
That too.
I think if you come in as an amateur, you train for X amount of months, and y'all both on the even playing field with limited training, 3, 4, 5 months, whatever it is, I think that gives everybody a better shot. But then you're going to have niggas who plan this shit way ahead, start training 5 years in advance, and go in there and whoop niggas out. I mean, that's just the way it's going to be, but
Damage control to some degree.
I guess, man. I really think it'll make for a better fight.
Because do it on the amateur level, you're going to do it on, like, don't go and cheat.
I mean, I get that.
Indeed.
Or fight somebody who's been in the gym for the last 5 years, too. Sparring and shit.
Nah, I'm a celebrity. Why would I risk that?
Why would you risk what?
Fighting someone who's been putting their all
No,
into
another
this
celebrity.
for 5
No,
years.
I'm saying another celebrity who's maybe taking boxing training just to stay in shape or whatever. Or as cardio, whatever. Hitting some pads and shit.
Maybe. I don't know that I would pay to see the celebrities fight that way. Like, I guess the training videos would have to be like the training videos would have to move me in order for me to pay to see it.
No, it's basically celebrities boxing too, but it's just I don't know, whatever.
So we have the NBA preseason that started. We had 7 games on Saturday.
But nobody played.
I mean, not really.
It's preseason. It's expected.
All of the games were in the triple digits. Like everyone scored 100 points.
I mean, that's the game now anyway. It's to be expected.
You said that's the game now?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone lives and dies by the 3.
And it's just so fast paced. They had to change the. I mean, yeah.
I think also because, you know, they're still not really playing with fans in the stands. It's like you running a pickup game, a 5-man pickup.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and they made the game even faster by like not giving you a whole 24 seconds after you miss a shot and get a rebound. They only give you 8 to put it back up.
Yeah. So
they've even put rules in to keep more action going, make it faster.
Yeah. It's
I mean, but it's doing them justice. They're making more money than ever.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different generation now too, right? Like basketball is less physical and faster paced. You know, back when Wilt was scoring his
more
100,
skill based, huh?
Yeah,
he was scoring against a bunch of carpenters, nigga.
Right, but also there was no shot clock,
and they were all 5'7".
But I think that 100 points came because there's no shot clock. You can dribble the ball around. If
Wait,
you
there's
have
no shot clock?
When Wilt Chamberlain scored his 100 points, there was no shot clock.
It didn't even matter. All he had to do was stand there. He didn't have to do shit. Matter of fact, you shoot. If you miss, I get the rebound and dunk it. Everybody else 5'9", my nigga. Come on.
We got LaMelo Ball in his preseason debut. Again, he was the number 3 overall pick. He went scoreless, but he had.
Did he shoot any shots? Was he like 0 for 0?
0 for 5.
0 for 5.
Yeah. 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and he only played 16 minutes.
And apparently a lot of showmanship.
Yeah, he has some.
Yeah, he's giving a little razzle dazzle.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how the Hornets incorporate him into their lineup.
Just like they did Kemba.
Well, I think that they have to become a team that people want to see in the first place. Because even though Kemba was there and Kemba was balling,
but Kemba wasn't a player that makes players better. He's a shoot first point guard.
that's true. But who does Melo have around him? Name another player in Charlotte.
It doesn't matter if you make them better.
I guess. I mean,
Like LeBron and the Cavaliers.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but LeBron is different. LeBron makes other players better and can still put up 30, 40 points a night.
I mean, I'm not expecting
Melo gonna
LaMelo
put
to
up
do
30?
that at fucking his first year in the league, but
And they lost by 11 to the Raptors. We're going to see how it plays out. Steph played 3 for 10.
2 for 7 from 3.
You know, it's back after the broken hand.
Yeah, I think they'll be okay this season.
Well, it's
I think
just
the Warriors might make an 8th seed.
it's
might be
just
able to push for
Draymond
8th
and
seed.
Steph though, right? Because
Clay's still
Clay
out.
tore
He
his
re-hurt himself.
on the other leg though. So he tore the ACL on the right leg last season,
And his Achilles.
or season before last, because he didn't play this season.
Well, it was the playoffs last season, so yeah.
Yeah, so he didn't play for this past season,
Mm-hmm.
and then running a pickup with a couple other NBA players, he tore. I think it was the Achilles,
Yeah, his
on
Achilles.
the opposite foot, and they say a lot of the time an Achilles injury is difficult to come back from, where you don't have the same.
But that's like old school shit. The technology now, and most plays come back well from that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it because I don't think that Steph will be able to do it all on his own,
No, definitely not.
especially with LeBron in the West.
No, he won't be. And now that Draymond is best friends with LeBron, he might not have that all that heart he had in the past.
Yeah, to be challenging GOAT James, huh?
That's a fact.
It's gonna be interesting to see if this preseason is this first preseason day is a peek into the NBA season that's upcoming.
I just want to see what my Knicks gonna do with Thibs. They had a decent preseason game. He made them niggas play hard.
We gonna see. Hopefully, the Knicks can put something together where other players want to play here.
Nah, that's never gonna happen. Until he sells the team, nobody's gonna want to play there.
And why would he sell the team? This before COVID, the stadium was the MSG was still packed,
That's a fact.
even though they hadn't had a winning season since Jeremy Lin.
You are right. But no one's gonna come unless he sells the team. Niggas don't fuck with him.
Yeah,
If it wasn't him, LeBron would have probably been here.
that'd have been something to see too.
If there was another owner there, I promise you they would have been able to get LeBron here. The first time he left.
Or
Cleveland.
from Cleveland to Miami.
If it wasn't him. But that's another story.
We gonna see, man.
So, Ashanti and Keisha Cole versus postponed due to COVID diagnosis. Did she find out the day of the fucking verses?
Yeah, they probably tested her.
So
They probably had to come with a negative test to get in the building or whatever the case may be.
So she went live
That.
last night and said that she got the positive test result the night before. But I think they were just trying to, I guess, keep the anticipation up for it. Because you knew the night before, you guys could have.
I think they were probably trying to work something out where they could probably still do it, but they just said, fuck
She
it,
said she
and
was ready to do it
postponed
from her house, but they said that
the audio gets fucked up is what happens when you do that. So
because you're so far away.
Yeah. It's because someone always comes in as like the, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not an audio person, but like the A side and the B side. So one person's always going to be louder and clearer than the other person.
Sort of like Nelly and Ludacris.
Yeah.
Because that shit was terrible.
Yeah. So somebody always comes out. So that gives that person an edge when, you know, in a verses because you can hear their shit clearer and better. So it resonates probably with you better than the other person would. That's all fuzzy and blurry and shit.
You know.
Makes sense.
Who do you think would have won?
We talked about this.
I mean, I feel strongly that Keisha Cole bodies this because I can't name 20 Ashanti songs. I probably can't name 20 Keisha Cole songs either. But I think that people, men and women, resonate with Keisha Cole and her music.
I think
Ashanti
Keisha
had like
wins.
what, a 5-year fucking crazy run, though.
She did.
And she has a lot of features.
A lot of features, a lot of big hits coming out that Murder Inc. camp and shit. But I think Keisha gets it. I think she wins. I think
Me too, though.
Score.
Out of 20?
Out of 20.
I think
I'm
it's
gonna
close.
estimate 13-7.
I would say, I mean, I probably 9-11. I mean, it sounds like I'm copping out, but I really think that. I really think that Ashanti could pull out 9 joints.
Yeah, I'm leaning more towards Trav on this one.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a more closer to a landslide.
Yeah.
Okay.
In favor of Keisha.
Well,
They still haven't announced when.
It's a January 9th.
January 9th.
January 9th. Tune in.
Word. So,
who would Joe Budden verse
who would Joe Budden verse?
in a 3-song battle? In a 3-song versus, who you got going for against Joe Budden?
Common.
Common.
Is that disrespectful?
Common. Whoa, what? That nigga.
You said a 3-song battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, put him against Big Draco.
But a nigga who got only 3 songs. So it's kind of predictable. so
Joe Budden.
maybe Big Soldier. You might be right. He got
Soulja
That.
Boy
I
only
mean,
got
Kiss
3
Me Through the
songs.
Phone.
He has more,
I
but
think y'all niggas.
he has more than 3.
Joe has more than 3, but 3 hits, 3-4 hits like that little pocket of maybe like 5 or 6 to really choose from.
I think Joe Budden only has 1 hit.
He doesn't, nigga.
Pump It Up, and that's it. What else?
He has more.
Name,
I can't
name 2 more.
I can't name anybody's
Why?
hits off
You
my
listen to his
back.
podcast every fucking week.
What does that
he
do?
don't play
Twice
music
week,
on
nigga.
it. He don't play
I'm
his
just
music
saying.
on it.
You
I
listen to the
can't.
nigga for his.
I cannot name anybody's. I could go through.
I mean, he got features and shit.
He got some shit with Busta. He got the fucking NBA shit. He got the fucking.
What NBA shit?
I'm balling. I'm balling.
Never heard of that.
You never heard that?
This nigga don't listen to rap, man. This nigga listen to country music.
Word. He got that verse on that Marcus Houston shit up in
Yeah,
the
he
club.
got joints, nigga. Don't get it twisted.
All right, Joe Budden and Craig Mack 2021.
Who's gonna play the Craig Mack songs? Why we need that? Anyway,
Rockefeller Rough Rider.
see your what? I think that's a good. I think I always thought it should be Rockefeller versus Bad Boy, but that's my opinion. You
I
could do
feel
a Rough
like-
Rider, but
I feel like Rockefeller Bad Boy. I think it's a little biased because Bad Boy got Biggie tracks, right?
but Rockefeller has Jay-Z.
Yes, and while that's true, do you want it to be Jay-Z versus Biggie, or do you want to be able to play artists from all the
I
can?
think if you're gonna do that type of shit with labels, you have to play like 50 songs and have a structure. 10 Hove, 10
so a
Biggie.
cap. Like, okay,
Right.
you can't have more than this.
But then it's like, do you get the features? Jay's feature on a lot of shit. So it's like it's hard to say, but I mean, it
Because
is what it
essentially
is.
that's what it would turn into.
Yeah.
Oh, he played a whole feature. Oh, well, the Locks got a Biggie feature on this track right here.
I mean, there would have to be a format in a way where it would be fair and even. 10 from Big, 10 from Hove, 5 from Beanie, 5 from Bleak, 5 from Mace, 5 from Total. You know, we kind of just bouncing around and having fun with the shit.
5 from Beanie.
That's what I said.
I think that will be exciting to see.
Then you have to do
That
like
sounds
5 or 10 with 3 or more artists or some shit like that, you know, just to.
I mean, I think if you did that, I mean, I'm sure Rockefeller had compilation albums,
Yeah.
but
They got mad songs with Jay-Z, Bean, Biggie.
like all the Bad Boy
Beans.
shit is compilation albums.
Yeah. Got Faith and Locks and Big and all that shit. So Puff.
112.
Yeah.
Fucking Carl Thomas.
Yeah, you got all that shit. There's more they could do that shit, but if you do a Rough Rider one, it's more street shit. It's more street shit to pull
Yeah,
from.
and
So
I think
it will
that
make it
would
more
match
even.
up.
It would because Rockefeller didn't really have all that R&B shit. So
Yeah, not too
Word.
much.
Well, while we're here, time to pay the bills. This segment sponsored by BX Underground.
the bills that need to be paying us.
The app.
This week we have Sabotage by Hollywood YSA.
Here we go. Them L's go around in a circle like merry-go. Yeah, here we go. Them L's go around in a circle like merry-go. Yeah. YSA. Look, yo, here we go. Them L's go around in a circle like merry-go. The quiet genius bank stumbled on a miracle, scrapping killer 16s as soon as I hear a note. But that's light work, you worried about the dark. My bows be lighting up like Curry behind the arc. Aiming like Cupid, except I'm shooting up the chart. Street emotions like darts, attempting straight for the heart. Swish. And I don't never miss, like my chick, she won't never look as scary as your bitch. I supply the syringe when these listeners need to fit control shit, while I got a cute analog on my joystick. Gotta keep the bars coming, lyrically activated, about to sabotage something. Overly exhausted, man, I'm tired of y'all frontin'. I be cruising through in the whip with the catalog bumping. About to sabotage something, about to sabotage something, about to sabotage something. Over exhausted, man, I'm tired of y'all frontin'. Cruising through in the coupe with my catalog bumping. Look, my nigga, I just wanna rap. Play my songs in every sentence position and run it back. Who gon' carry the rock when you fumbling every snap? And your empire is falling, cookie can't keep it together, it's crumbling in your lap. No seed on this earth, but when I do, I plan to have my child tumbling over stacks. And have him growing up rich, rubber band stacks, the only time I'm throwing up bricks. 2012, I plan to eat with niggas I grew up with. Drake could share 15% the niggas he fucks with. I was guessing I could do the same, but them niggas all kept the agenda to do some fuck shit. Like why I say, just do it without me. Then when it's moving, ask how you gonna do this without me. I get the feeling you was that much stupid to doubt me. I'm only here for the cash, recouped, and I'm outie. Gotta keep the bars coming. Lyrically activated, about to sabotage something. Overly exhausted, man, I'm tired of y'all friend. I be cruising through in the whip with my catalog.
That one crept up on me. My bad.
That was Sabotage by Hollywood YSA.
Nigga had 2 minutes to burp. That mean he ain't like the song.
Nah, that shit was actually tight.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, I like that.
Had a nice little old school melody.
Yeah. Made me feel like I was in 98 again. Yeah, but I like that record. It was a cool record. Bars was good. Sound good. Production was good. Mix was right.
Word.
Shout out to
solid song.
Young SA, you say?
Hollywood YSA.
Hollywood YSA. Shout out to him.
While we still on the subject of the culture, DJ Academics, Meek Mill, and 21 Savage had a rather spicy debate recently.
Mm-hmm.
So, Meek Mill basically feels like Academics is the Black Vlad.
Okay. I see that. It's legit.
And I agree. Even though I like Academics' page.
I do. I pay attention to his page. I have for a long time. But even back in the day when he was doing them Chicago YouTubes, them shits was like, what the hell, bro?
OD incriminating.
OD, nigga. It's like he was just short of telling like who killed who.
Hmm.
He was like putting bodies on niggas. Like, yeah, he instigates like crazy. He does shit like call Lil Reese the Chicago Grim Reaper.
Mm.
And then say shit like
at his finest.
Ask Lil JoJo. Like, he be wildin', bro. But
listen, I think that the internet is out of line all the way around. But I think it's something that needs to be addressed with this nigga. At the end of the day.
I mean, us as a culture sort of created that, right? I mean,
What, by attaching ourselves to drama?
well, from an internet standpoint, like, this stuff is only online because
It's what people want to see.
we made a culture of putting everything online, right? Like, you look at videos of the funniest one to me is with the baby, where the nigga went live, was calling the baby a bitch ass nigga,
mm-hmm.
And he beat him
the
up.
baby whooped him out and took his phone while he was whooping him out. So like the baby's still live on the other dude's phone, beating him up, holding the phone in one hand and pounding him out with the other. Right? Like, we would have never seen that had it not been put online, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like too many times, like, we're quick to just throw everything about our lives
Online.
on the internet.
I
And
agree.
then are shocked when, well, how'd they find that out? Right? Like, scammers showing stacks of bread. Bro, you ain't had a W-2 your whole life. You ain't had a 1099. Where's this coming from?
Right.
Oh, man. Niggas be snitching.
I mean, but there's a difference between doing it to yourself and then having
Somebody else fucking put you in the limelight.
right a nigga with 2 million followers.
Because, like, I'm in this Facebook group, and there's a lot of them. But
A lot of them who groups.
Facebook groups
Oh,
where, like, they're like little private groups where people join and
mhm.
have parties and link up and be thotty and whatever. But, like, we had created this one, and within a couple months, like 10,000 people from the boroughs was in there. Ton of girls. it got to a point very, very fast where the girls were like, because, you know, girls can't coexist in places for too long together. So they coming at each other. And then it escalated to a point where, you know, they dropping addies in the whole nine. And they would literally fucking go over each other's house and go on live in the group while they fighting. I'm like,
but that's the shit that I'm talking about, right? Because now, even if they decided not to involve the police, right? Now, technically, the police witnessed the crime.
It's not a problem, I don't think. I think what Meek is trying to get across is that it's not niggas only doing it to themselves, but he's also instigating these things and pitting people.
Yeah, he put a battery in the back.
Right. He's amping niggas up, making niggas feel some type of way because now all these people know about it. Their comments going crazy. You know, it's creates all this tension.
Now that I understand.
If you're trying to keep an image, it makes you have to now feel like you gotta do something to clap back.
But I get addressing that part. I get checking the platform for instigating the shit, right? Because us as a people, like, we're very emotional, right? Where like we feel like we gotta address everything all the time,
right? And don't let shit go. And
so I understand wanting to check a platform that is basically building this environment to keep the bullshit going on.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the time, like, people do shit because of the reaction of others, right?
Yes.
But
that's a problem not easily solved because we have the energy that we have in society.
Yeah, but we'll let certain shit fly depending on who was around and how you felt about it. Like when someone tells you suck my dick, right? It's disrespectful shit to say.
Mm-hmm.
If you with your niggas and someone tell you suck my dick, you almost feel obligated. Like, all right, now I have to go in his mouth. But if you was by yourself and you had somewhere to go,
you might tell him to suck your dick back and
keep it moving, right?
You suck my dick. Fuck out of here.
Exactly, right? Like, I told him. But what you really do, right? Kid shit.
Can't be with your niggas. And the nigga be like, yo, suck my dick. You like, suck my dick too.
Word. Because as soon as the person says suck my dick, right? Everyone looked at you to check your reaction. Like,
word.
Oh, who he think he is that he could speak to you like this?
Right.
And what are you gonna do about it?
Gonna let that all them niggas become the angel and the devil on your shoulders.
Exactly. Right? So I get checking a platform that lets this kind of stuff fester and boil over into street violence. Because how many followers does Academics have?
2 million plus.
Right? That's 2 million. That's a lot of people, right?
A lot of folks.
When you think it, like, in the grand scheme of the world, it might not be a lot. But when you think of like pop culture, hip hop culture, that's a large audience to have influence over.
And they're mostly young ass people, like Meek was saying.
Yes, that and they look to you. They look to your platform for information. They look to your platform for entertainment.
Academics is the news. Not only entertainment, he is the news. So when you telling news in a non-objective way and you're instigating beef
that people are actually dying behind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these incidents spill over from
Rap
dissing on wax
mm-hmm.
to the street. We have enough with the gang violence.
And right now, there's only about 5 places you could go if you want to be outside. They're going to see each other.
And they all there.
They all
like,
there.
everyone's in the same outside spaces.
Everybody.
Right? ATL, Houston, Cali, not so much anymore because of the shutdown.
Everybody's gone.
But it's like in Atlanta, there's the same handful of places that if you want to go out and have a good time, this is where it's going to be at.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where everyone's going to be at. And then you get that notification, academics post. And then you look across the club and see the motherfucker that you had the issue with that was just amplified by this academics post. And now the club is shut down.
Let's go give him some more content.
So I understand that wholeheartedly because, you know, to be black and to have that sort of influence, be unbiased. If you're gonna post this kind of content, like,
I mean, even if you're gonna be biased, just don't instigate shit. If you're gonna tell something, just some shit he shouldn't even be telling.
What did he mean by a little Reese being the Grim Reaper though?
That's the point.
That he be out here like that? Like what?
It's an old, whatever. It's some shit, but it's just like he's still propagating this shit. Like, come on, my nigga, you not gonna let this shit go ever? Like, come on, man.
I mean, the nigga kind of always been a cornball though.
He is,
which makes it all the more worse. Like, fuck.
But what fucking journalist, blogger nigga ain't a cornball?
This is true.
They're basically people, most of the time, who are infatuated with hip hop, pop culture, but
went
didn't
to college,
necessarily have the talent.
Got like a journalist degree or whatever the case may be. Not to say you all niggas that go to college cornballs, but most of the time they ain't street niggas. So
yeah, or they lack the talent where they couldn't be on the mic, right? But their knowledge of the culture allowed them to be a voice,
right? Mixed with their book smarts and how to market and do that type of shit, gets them on a platform, or helps them create a platform for themselves.
That makes sense. Is we writing this nigga off?
I think that after the conversation,
I think it will change. I think opposed to him just thinking niggas just hate him and niggas is haters, like everybody likes to say, oh, I got haters. There was really a dialogue to where he could understand where niggas coming from, how he's affected some of these situations, and how he could move forward or change moving forward without being a whatever the fuck he's been being in.
Like, you got 21 talking
and
about
you two niggas distracting the shit out of me. Yeah.
You got 21 talking
who
about
is the master mediator in this bitch.
Yeah, and I think that he did a really good job because academics.
But there's also another nigga in there talking named Measly. I don't know who that is. I think that might be 21's manager, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. But like,
it's me.
21 mediated really well because you had academics taking what they were saying and bringing up personal specific incidents. And I think that he helped to make it clear, like, no.
Right.
They're not attacking you personally. They're just attacking how you're using your platform.
Right. I mean, people have been saying since the Clubhouse shit has been out that 21 has been doing that type of shit.
Like
mediating, just putting out great viewpoints on certain shit and getting his point across very well, being very well spoken.
Well, I guess this is the side we don't get
from 21.
Yeah,
right.
Listening to his music, you know.
And the nigga don't do. I mean, when he does do interviews, you could kind of see that he's not an idiot.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I think that because they took the time to have a conversation that,
and according to academics, it was a conversation that Meek would never give to him. He was saying that he didn't have enough respect for me to even get on the phone with me.
Yeah.
And it's been going on for like years already, 6-7 years or whatever. So,
and you know, they had a conversation instead of doing a pop up and beating a nigga up like they could have.
Right. Probably a lot of times. And Meek said a bunch of times, nigga, I got your address.
Yeah, he's like, I got your address, and I could have posted it, but I didn't do that.
Right.
Like, I wanted to
I could have posted it. I could have sent it to the goons, but
It's like, no, I wanted to talk to you. I mean, I could respect that though.
Travis, you look tired, man. Tired?
Of everyone.
I mean, you just woke up. Shouldn't be tired.
You ain't like that.
I don't understand.
What don't you
why
understand?
I can't fucking sleep on my
You
day
can
off.
sleep, but by the time you wake up, niggas have already made so many decisions about your life that you can't control, and you don't even know what's going on.
Word. Didn't that happen to you on Friday?
What happened Friday?
Decisions were made for you, and then you was mad about the decisions that was made.
Correct.
Oh, what happened? I missed this.
My fucking landlord is bugging the fuck out.
Oh,
About to get shot in his fucking kneecaps.
I did hear about that.
Fucking ridiculous.
Bro.
And nigga black, supposedly.
Hmm.
You
DK.
keep saying he's an Indian.
Why you laughing?
Nah, every time I hear this nigga say blood clot, I
Why
think
y'all
he's
laughing?
fucking full of shit.
Man.
No, I'm not saying he may be
Part.
culturally Jamaican, but
But his family moved there from India.
exactly. Look at all the Guyanese people. 90, well not 90, but a lot of them are Indian.
He says he's a maroon.
I don't know what that is. Is that
That's
Indian?
Some high class Jamaican niggas.
Oh, so they trying to separate themselves from the regular Jamaican black niggas because they Indian. Now they want to be maroons. Okay, makes sense. Indian hierarchy. Okay.
Apparently, it's like a Moorish. It's not Moorish. It's like in the way that the Moors are, have exalted status. The Maroons in Jamaica and their descendants have the same exalted status or some shit.
Never heard of him.
Me neither.
He does look like a GT though.
Like a what?
Like GT.
What the-
Guyanese from Georgetown. Like in Guyana, there's a city, Georgetown. If I'm correct, that might be the capital. And that's what they look like.
Yeah, because there's a lot of Indians. They went there years and years ago to work in the sugar farms and shit.
It's like,
But word.
hmm.
Nigga. Fucking
Indian.
Indian and fucking blowing mine. This landlord shit is generally trash, though. Like, I like to take up space if I'm paying you. So,
Like to take up space.
suck my dick about what the fuck I'm doing in that apartment that I pay you for. That's what I mean by that. I live there and I pay for it. I don't want to coexist. But I be coexisting here. Somewhat.
That's your man.
Not my man's. I just tried to turn over a new leaf.
I mean, at the end of the day, everybody's going to do what's best for them. Like, regardless of how anybody else feels or any of that, everybody's going to do what they feel is the best move for them.
Indeed.
So, we're going to see how this plays out.
I'm going to tell you how it's going to play out. Niggas is bugging the fuck out. About to get checked. That's how it's going to play out.
I
Checkmate,
hear you
if will.
saying that, but like, I think that this is just the stubborn in you.
It's not, though.
But it is, because you make deals for a living.
Listen.
No, that's how you make your money. You make your money by making deals.
Right. But
And do you compromise on those deals?
once in a while.
Sometimes, yes, right? Maybe not at this new spot because y'all be doing niggas dirty at that spot. But at your previous spot,
Yeah.
y'all make compromises.
Yes, but you
And y'all both leave content with the fact that y'all weren't raped.
I wouldn't be content that I didn't make fucking multiple thousands on a deal.
No.
I'm
I didn't
content 'cause I made
didn't
the
say
deal.
happy. I said content with the fact that
The deal went through.
yes.
You know what I'm gonna be content with?
What's that?
Demolishing this nigga. The fuck?
Now
See,
you want to demolish him.
see, but that's
Nah.
the stubborn shit.
It's your friend, nigga.
We spoke on the phone for like an hour and a half on Thursday, and about an hour into
and
the
him?
call, yeah, Trav and I. About an hour into the call, I'm like, so Trav, you took an hour to tell me that you gonna be stubborn and you're not gonna compromise with anything that's been presented.
He's
he
not
starts
presenting
laughing.
me with nothing. And actually, he continues to like this talking over the pusher shit is fucking blowing mine.
What?
And like the nigga think that Push is involved in this shit. Like
And I make it clear, listen, whatever y'all two got going on, that's y'all business. Literally y'all business. Right?
like they
Because it's
linked on a business
transaction.
interest, and now this nigga like
And it hasn't even monetized itself yet. Like there's a walkthrough that has to be done because he wants some insight about the vacant spot. And it's like, I'm gonna make my way over there, but he always finds a way to like
Wrap you in trap.
work.
shit?
Yeah. And it's like, bruh.
Well, we've made it clear. Trap does bad business.
oh now I do bad
We
business.
just had this conversation
Right before we
5
hit
minutes
record.
before these microphones went on.
Fuck y'all and this bad business shit. But I didn't do bad business with him. So that's the thing. He's doing bad business with
Listen,
me. And Push is
according
going,
to you, you ain't do bad business with nobody, but bad business
According to
always
me?
happening. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not,
you-
no, that's not. That's not a fact. Why you gonna fucking sit up on this goddamn microphone and lie like that? Fucking, but yeah, like I didn't do nothing wrong to this nigga. This nigga's just doing what he want to do, and only gently considering.
Like I understand where both of y'all are coming from, right? Like as someone who rents the space that they live in and also as a real estate professional, right? I understand why both of y'all feel the way that y'all feel. But both of y'all say that y'all are business-minded people and nobody's trying to compromise with the other one. In business,
Right. I done already threw out a couple of potential situations where we can do that. And it's like, oh, I'd much rather construct a story so that I don't have to compromise. Therefore, you're going to get
but
your
what's the
ass.
compromise that you're giving though? Because you haven't budged on your terms at all.
Thus far, I don't really have. Oh, yeah.
You haven't budged on your terms, which means you're not compromising either.
But the nigga is saying that ain't nothing going to happen.
And you're also saying, well, it's I want this, and if you don't do this, I'm not gonna give you what you want. That's what you told me for an hour and a half on Thursday.
I suppose. But
I'm not saying that you're wrong because, like I said, I feel where you're coming from.
You ain't wrong.
But if
But it's
you
your
want to
fault.
get the deal done, you don't get your price and your terms. That's just not how it works, right? You sell cars for a living, right?
yes, but
If a customer gets their price, you get your terms, right?
to some degree,
And if they get their terms, you get the price that you want to let it go for.
to some degree, yeah.
It's the same thing. Life is
I'm
a big negotiation,
you
bro.
that the niggas just created a story, and because he created the story, it's like, here are the pillars, and you gotta understand, they got white people behind him now, so it's a story whereby
He's had white people behind him from the jump, though.
you're right, but it's like, here's the pillars of the story, so we can wholeheartedly wrap this motherfucker up and ensure that I don't take no type of loss here. And the odds are stacked against him, but because I'm, an easygoing guy for the most part, it's like, oh nah, yeah, you'll get over it, like whatever.
Story of your life.
I guess so.
I told you, niggas be heat checking, bro.
So you sitting up telling me to make a deal with a fucking a
because you
flamethrower.
already let it get there from the jump, bro. Bro, you blurred the line from Jump Street.
God.
Why? Because someone's not gonna come into your dealership and do you the way that you getting done right now. Why? Because it's a strictly business relationship. Once the business is conducted, sure, maybe we can kick it and chop it up, get a few drinks after work.
Nope.
But we not gonna blur past that.
Nope.
No, you can't come to my house. No. Just no.
Travis loves mixing business and pleasure.
All I'm saying is
He's a habitual business and pleasure mixer.
I have the utmost
Talking about bitches
faith.
at work. That has nothing to do with anything. If the bitch want to be a trap queen, baby, won't you come my way?
I have faith that you're gonna get the deal done, bro.
Oh, he is. We gonna get it done.
And I'm just hoping that my line stop ringing. Cause this nigga be calling me like I owe him money or something. Right?
And mind you, he don't even call me. He'll tell all of these niggas,
All the who niggas.
Bush, everyone that's come by that he's made a fucking connection with, Ralphie, all of these niggas. He'll tell them, "Oh, you're lucky." That's the close that he uses to get their numbers. Mind you, he goes, "God knows if I could ever get in touch with Trav. Let me get your number so I can get you directly because I don't pick up this phone." What is you talking about?
We know.
I pick
You
it up
don't
for y'all.
pick it up for us either.
Lying sack of shit.
Yes, I do. I always call you niggas back. How many times have you called me and don't get a call back until 48 hours or something like that?
24 hours is a long time, nigga.
24, I don't think
from
it'd
a
be
nigga
24.
whose phone always in his hand. I don't want to hear that shit, my
My
nigga.
phone is not always in my fucking hand.
Bro, you be on IG, you be on Facebook. I ain't gonna tell all your other business. But you be online, bro.
You be on the line, B.
Also, I have my notifications turned off.
A phone call pops up in the
You can't
drawer?
turn that one off.
Or
You can't turn the phone call
Mind
off.
you,
I'm just asking.
niggas don't even call me. You definitely don't call me. This
'Cause
nigga,
I'm sick of you.
Bro, I'll be
What the
calling
fuck
both
ever.
phones and still don't get an answer. About to
Shit is
call
some
your mother.
bullshit. What the fuck ever.
Call your moms and Aunt Denise.
Listen,
Because I know she'll get it done.
they blowing up my phone as we speak.
Aunt Denise will get it done. She don't play.
Oh,
Yo.
God.
So, moving right along past Trap's mysteries of fucking life.
That's a nice way to word that.
This old nigga
No.
Kevin Samuels.
No, it was not me.
What?
This nigga think I farted or something.
He's sitting there gonna look at you all twisted when he just
He just,
farted.
he's the one. That's I know the look, but I wasn't sure if he thought it was me.
Ugh. Nigga, are we the fat niggas?
Everybody fart, nigga.
Not like this. I probably let like 10 to 12 off per day.
They say you're supposed to fart like 30 times a day.
20
That means
per
your
hour.
spleen not healthy.
Nigga.
Flex my spleen
I'll
muscle
revert
daily.
back to the fucking 2 hour me trying to roll a blunt in your car. That's not healthy. This nigga was consistently farting for at least 2 hours.
Bro,
That shit was in my
crying
clothes.
real
It was
tears,
mad
bro.
cold outside. I had to throw them clothes right in the hamper and throw myself right in the fucking shower.
Bro, I was crying real life tears.
I mean, I know, nigga. Growing up, nigga, we used to have fart competitions in nigga room.
Bro.
With the door
and
closed.
it wasn't just the two of us. It was like 5 of us in there.
Niggas would, his mom's, dad, uncles come by, open
Like,
that door,
"Ooh."
and walk away. Nigga.
Yeah.
That nigga stink. My mom's coming and empty a can of Glade in the room. The whole can, bro. Word.
Nigga, nah. But
Shit crazy.
there's some old niggas. Well, we talked about him last week.
What's his name again?
Kevin
Samuel?
Samuels. Apparently, he's some 50-year-old
Safari Daddy.
safari daddy. That's what he looked like.
He kind of funny, though.
That's mad funny. Fucking. So the nigga be, breaking down situations involving dating and women and shit. So he talked about, all right, so Tommy Loren, that bitch that normally just be pissing people to fuck off with her conservative.
Yeah, I think she used to be on Fox, and she's no longer on.
I don't think she was ever on anything.
I don't think she
popular.
was ever on TV.
No,
No?
she was on TV, but just not any of the top media.
She was never like a
shits.
news anchor or nothing like
Yeah,
that.
she just.
be talking.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess she was in a rut recently and put out a video about how
You know why she got popular? She used to work for the dude who got fired from Fox, who started his own news show. I can't remember his name.
got fired from Fox.
Yeah, he was some extra conservative white dude.
Mm-hmm. But
I can't remember his name.
she gets dragged all day through the media for her fucking stupid ass millennial weird ass viewpoints that a lot of Trump supporters happen to agree with. But she was in a rut the other day and put out a video about how, essentially men are becoming more and more trashy, right? And so she was like giving men a script to follow when trying to date a woman with high value, quote unquote. And one of the things that she outlined was valuing a woman of value. Right. So Kevin Samuels made the argument that Tommy Loren wants a high value man and a top earner, and somebody that, matches her level supposedly, but she's at best a 8 out of 10 when extremely dressed up.
Yeah, he says she fluctuates very easily from a 6 to an 8, but lives closer to 6.
To 6, right? And I don't really rate white women all that much unless they're just 10s.
She about a 1.
But but yeah. So he just
He was showing you some 10s.
yeah, so he's like, yeah, you want a high value man, but you a 6, bro. You gotta relax
You a
with
6,
that
ma.
bullshit. But what I want to talk about is, how do y'all feel like when she talked about valuing a woman of value?
Mm-hmm.
So a woman of value by her standards is a girl that has is motivated, driven, career-minded, has something going on with herself. How y'all feel about that? Do we value, I mean, us from our level, right? Do we value women? What do we value them for? Is it looks, or is it what the fuck they're doing with themselves? Which one takes more priority?
As a male who isn't looking for a provider, you wouldn't really be looking for
value in that way.
In that way, exactly.
Like, I have my own bread. It's cool if you have yours, but
Right.
I'm not looking for your bread.
Right.
Right.
I'm looking for the eye candy.
That's what I hear. So, I know some niggas that look for a bitch with some bread by default.
Yeah,
like,
don't name drop.
You gotta have
Now you could
excellent. Nah, you gotta have. Come on, man. We just talked about academics.
put the goofies on blast.
My line gonna be on fire if you drop some names. How you get my number, bro?
you gotta have some bread. You gotta have. You know the bitch gonna have kids if she willing to give you her bread.
Mm-hmm.
As fucking weird as that sounds, but yeah, you gotta have a situation. You gotta have a place for niggas to stay, right? And then whatever. But me personally, I've never lived in a woman's crib, like with her. Like it was her crib.
You never
and I
went
moved.
into her situation, right?
Yeah, like any situation I ever been in,
It was
bitch
either
moved it to my
created
situation.
together or,
Almost
right,
on the
or-
fence.
We created the situation together. What you mean?
I'm not gonna tell all your business.
Oh, almost.
Yeah, on the fence.
That never even like crossed my fucking mind. So it never almost happened. The fuck?
Yeah.
The bitch he talk about just had plans for niggas.
You did too until you found out her plans were in alignment with yours.
Were?
Mm-hmm.
Till I found out they were in alignment with mine.
Yeah.
Explain this.
I don't want to put all your business out
Nah,
there.
he
bro.
told you. Tell him. Tell it. Nah.
But yeah, like I mean, but as I get older, I'm like, you gotta have something going on. But the something going on
It's for
doesn't
you.
necessarily. Yeah,
Right. It's so
it's
that
like
she's
so
not,
you not
so entrenched in what the fuck you
Right.
got going on, where you going, what you doing, type
right,
shit. Right.
because a bitch that's just in the crib waiting on your ass
is
is going to be a major
annoying
fucking
bitch.
headache.
Right.
24 hours a day. So it's like, oh, what you doing with yourself? Do you have some fucking activities going on?
Right. Do you got a hobby or something? Do you like painting?
Yeah.
Like, do something.
But it's never really been about the bread. I think that a bitch that's getting some bread is about her business and can align with my agenda a lot better.
Yeah, they can understand. Okay, he ain't here because he got whatever going on to
Yeah.
close the deal, do whatever this and the third.
Yeah. Like, outside of that, like, I don't be at the fucking BBQs drinking.
But working women don't understand entrepreneurs.
Not at all. And they don't seek to. So,
Working people in general. It's not just women.
But we're talking about
I mean, but yeah, like
that dynamic of a relationship.
it's different.
they think
It's
that
hard.
It's definitely
Nigga.
different.
everything that you're doing is unimportant until it's generating X amount that they determine based on the lack of knowledge of the entire thing.
Right.
And it's like, just shut up. Don't give me
But
a fucking
you-
headache because nobody's bothering you.
But even when you're a street entrepreneur, I've heard plain females say, "This nigga ain't work a day in his life. He don't know nothing about nothing."
But when it's time to buy your bitch ass some fucking,
When he front,
what's the latest Telfar bag?
fronting the bill on everything.
Medium.
Right.
So it's like, all right, y'all can. Y'all can go on with that shit and whatever, but it may. All right, so Kevin Samuels makes the argument that women that go about that lingo, like value, a woman of value and everything, they're doing that because they don't have the beauty as the exchange or currency in the transaction.
Which makes sense to a point.
Because it's like you had to make a decision to go, all right, so I realize that I'm not going to get what every woman wants.
But he also made another point and she made a point that he made a point about, I guess. She was saying how she based on her being ambitious and being kind of cute and dressing up nice and all this shit and all her qualities, that she gets to, what she was saying, like pick or be demanding or some shit like that.
Right. I have these high standards.
Men, the standards of men. He was saying that, like, that's just a way of you being bitchy and annoying.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He like, she made in the video, she was like, oh, I'm a direct communicator.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's the word she used.
And I could think of a couple bitches recently that would, resonate with that sentiment of being direct communicators. But direct communication literally means constantly picking your ass apart about every little fucking thing.
Being a ball buster.
Ball busting, annoying ass bitch. Now, I'm a direct communicator most of the time.
So are you a clip
unless
buster?
Unless I did something sinister.
So are you a clip buster?
Nah, I mean, I can be, I think, but I don't really have the energy or the energy to do that shit no more. Like, I don't. If you, the path to least resistance. You don't want to do something, don't fucking do it. But I'm gonna adjust accordingly.
Right. Deal with the consequences.
The consequences or whatever I deem
right
is a good reciprocation to this fucking shit that I asked your ass not to do a million times.
Right. Or do.
But yeah, as far as the looks thing goes, I definitely value the looks.
Had to get these cheesecake cups popping.
In fact, I value looks so much.
Pickest nigga in the game.
That I will pass on all of that other shit aforementioned for some looks in the same way that the girl's Tommy was talking about it. And she's saying, like, how the fuck do women do this, though? Like, she's saying that it's going to be unfulfilling to just have a pretty bitch. But she don't know. She clearly hasn't seen.
But how, if that's what a nigga looking for?
Exactly. Nigga, a pretty ass bitch, when she does stupid ass shit, it's like you're inclined to fucking be like, oh, she's bad as fuck. I guess she could do that. Like, your fucking 5 or 6 wielding self. Like, this ugly ass bitch better get the fuck up out of here with this bullshit. Word.
Yes, but
all right, it might be bitch nigga shit, right? But realistically, it's like bitch popping. Like, all right, if Saweetie was fucking picking me apart, I'd be like, all right, baby.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Then you'd have to deal with that for the rest of your fucking life.
Word.
You gotta keep your foot on these bitches' necks.
Eight. Man, Saweetie could make me turn into an 8-figure nigga. Fuck you.
Okay, you're gross.
But hold on, isn't so? On the flip side of that, right, to what you just said, because obviously they're trying to paint their narrative on men and valuing the opposite sex in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Because they ain't got to be a 10 according to Tommy Loren, right?
That bitch
She's
is
saying
whack.
if she thinks she's cute, right? So let's say we go with Samuel's.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up a photo of her right now.
Let's say we go with his description of her as a 6, 8 made up, whatever. But let's stay with a 6. Everything else,
She's made up here, and I still think that
Would
she's
make
a
her-
solid 6.
and she thinks that everything else that she has going on would pull her to a 10
She's smoking
overall,
Like,
not in looks.
not knowing that
She's
everything else she got going on helped her to get to the 6. I mean, I
Indeed.
guess she's cute, but
That is a regular degular.
I mean, I didn't say she was bad.
Most white bitches look like Tommy Loren. Them bitches that was in that video talking about not washing their legs in the shower, they all look like Tommy Loren.
Rosie, that cheesecake hitting.
Word.
I wanted to put it in perspective because
Well,
I think we as men.
you're heavily in the dating scene. So
Yo, every time you say this shit,
what I say?
now I'm heavily in the dating scene.
Aren't you?
I guess
You're not thotting and bopping out here?
I was.
Oh, you found something then.
No. Fuck
So-
you mean?
Oh,
What
so you
slowed you
just
down?
stop.
I'm focusing on
You focusing on you?
me, I guess. Nah, I guess you could say I'm
Sound like a
heavily in
scorned
the
woman.
dating
A
scene.
woman scorned.
I'm just gonna focus on me. Fuck you.
So focus on yourself, King.
Know your worth, King.
So how I'm heavily in the dating scene, and
So what are you looking for? What's what are you coming
Listen,
across
man.
out there? Are you courting these women properly, or are you just?
am I courting them properly?
Yeah. Are they making you court them? Is the question really?
Absolutely not.
So they thought and
Courting,
right along
courting is would normally be like wooing. Like whoop dee. Pull up, you heard?
with you. All right.
Got the Domino's wings with the cheesy bread and some Magnum bear skins.
That's all it took.
You feel me? But nah, yeah.
Domino's wing. You couldn't even get it from the wings joint. Just Domino's wings.
Word.
Nah, I'm actually a good host. Like, Shayla said the other day, she was like, she tried to violate me. Actually, she was like, you like a tricky type of nigga. I'm like, what? She's like, no, I take that back. I mean that you like a gentleman in the sense like you'll have the weed ready and the food and whatever if a bitch is giving you her time. She's like, most of these niggas don't even do that. Like they pulling up to your shit like, yo,
They asking you for the
where
the
you
card for
buying
the
weed
weeds.
from? Like, yeah, I'm pretty hospitable. Like, I'm gonna have the weed and whatever the fuck you want. Get right. And I'm also not like a sexual predator of any sort. Like, I let bitches throw it at me for the most part, and they do.
They always do.
Yeah, you just kind of. But I also enjoy the exchange of not just sex, but like I'm talking about like conversation. I enjoy bitches' company. Some of them, a lot of them,
Most of them.
most of them.
9 out of 10.
Hey, I don't know about 9 out of 10. It's definitely not 9 out of 10.
9.5.
Nah, it's way less than that. But like everything be cool. As far as like looking for a girlfriend, the bitch has got to be in the upper echelon of the ratings.
Of
Understand?
looks or
Looks. Fuck. I think most of my bitches are gonna be in that top bracket. Like, I don't even want a casual arrangement with a fucking
A troll?
yeah. When you say troll, I'm envisioning Shrek with fucking holes in the face and all of that.
I
Like,
mean, that's most niggas' first baby mama.
my nigga.
Big facts.
I know you know a few.
Hey man, I mean, they just gotta be in the upper echelon of things. I'm like almost like a girl in the sense of how like weird shit be like bothering me. They would never know it. I'm not gonna nitpick them about it, but it's just like, whoa, your fucking upper lip stink, like whatever it is.
No, I think that's a major problem.
It's a major problem.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Upper lip stinker?
I mean, you might want to check that out.
Nah, I'm just making a random example. I'm talking about like
just fucking with you.
I'm talking about like just weirdest fucking things, like mannerisms.
Oh, we know.
Hey
Had
man,
me on fire.
like Tommy Lorenz said, it's just a baseline standard. You know what I'm saying? Be perfect. And don't give me a headache until after the 6 months, which I've predetermined to be, the longest segment of time from which bitch don't give headaches.
So when women are like Tommy Loren are saying they're ambitious and goal driven and
It's like, get your paper, boo boo, but I don't give a fuck.
right, but are these like a role reversal?
Yeah. And I done had enough experience with women who are career women and ambitious and all of that to know that they are looking to subjugate men through the stuff that they've worked for. And I almost think that it's not necessarily a conscious or bad thing on their part. I think it's just naturally what happens when you call yourself the fucking provider. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, you got to get on my schedule. So back to earlier, the conversation where I said we know a lot of niggas that live on women. These niggas run around and swear like they got it because they're able to do these things. But nigga, you are on the bitch time. Like, she's in some form or another, whether it's like you got to let her vent and you can't say shit, or whether you got to be home at a certain time, or whatever the fuck the case may be. Can you really get mad, nigga? She's just looking for some level of decency out of her subject. Therefore, I make sure not to be the subject. But I don't need subjects either. Like, we could coexist to some degree. You just ain't gonna be fucking driving me up the fucking wall. Or nitpicking.
But they're doing that anyway.
Huh?
But they're doing that anyway.
By default?
Driving your balls.
I mean, that's what they do. Mad fucking annoying. But yeah, like I said, Saweetie could drive me up the wall any day. My ultimate goal for this podcast is to put me in a limelight to get Saweetie.
And trying to get jumped by the Migos.
We gonna hide out somewhere. They don't gotta know everything.
Okay.
Because I could go to a deserted island with Saweetie and just build a tent and be the happiest nigga on earth. We just gotta have a lifetime supply of ratchet eyelashes. And
You say that now.
this bitch is fucking
Why you think
making
she
me
trash
drown
without the
myself
makeup?
in the ocean.
You think she trash without the makeup? Without the eyelash?
No, that's just what she like to wear. I think she's gorgeous, no matter how she is.
Okay, Travis.
I would drink her bath water.
Okay, you're a gross 90-year-old now.
One of them niggas. I would drink your bath
You
water,
have
girl.
taken it too far. You're gone too far, star.
But yeah, So hopefully we reach.
There's another point I want to make, or point I want to ask about. I don't remember.
So Tommy also talked about how niggas or men.
The problem I had with that video is her saying Tatiana's
Tatiana's.
in 2020.
She's from Cali. Oh no, she's not from Cali.
I don't know where she's from, but who is she talking to?
I don't know.
What?
Maybe she dates.
What?
Maybe she did the group
What?
chat that we about to discuss after.
What person?
Tommy Loren would be a prime candidate to be in the public eye like that and date fucking black niggas all the time. Actually,
Is that what you think she's doing on the side?
she might be. Who the fuck taught her Tatiana?
I don't.
Because she don't listen to rap,
Right.
according to her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But even if you don't listen to it, who are you trying to talk to by saying that?
I honestly just think that you are going too far into this. I honestly just think she was trying to be cloudy.
No, nigga, she's a speaker. She understands speaking to a demographic. She's trying to speak to.
Oh, so
someone
you feel like
specific.
she was trying to pour feminism and attract black women to the conversation like white bitches always do?
Yes,
Yeah, I can see what you're saying there.
you're right, because she is in that journalist kind of space where she speaks and knows how to get to her demographic and choice words to use and shit
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So I think she's doing that shit on purpose.
Yeah, I could definitely see what you're saying. Because what other reason? We done seen plenty of videos with her. Never used that terminology before.
Exactly.
But whenever it's about men, gotta include the black woman because black women are leading the fucking.
Or is this just her hate for Cardi B? Was she trying to call Cardi B a Tatiana or something?
Maybe.
I don't know. Whatever.
I feel you though. But she had also said something about like guys not being consistent. And I kind of resonated with that to some degree. Like, she's like, don't be great. And then like 5-6 days later, you're like fading out and then expect to fade back in when you get ready. And this and that.
Don't nobody want to talk to you bitches every day?
Right. I mean, I've dealt with situations, hell, a recent one where like bitch feel like niggas is obligated to not speak just once a day, but all throughout the day. And I don't know if I want to do that.
If you did, you have a girlfriend.
I guess.
Sometimes there's nothing to talk about.
My nigga, especially if you're not a exciting type of person.
So
we have to
This
create
nigga
new
spitting.
we have to create new what?
This nigga spitting.
Nigga, we have to create new experiences in order to
Right.
speak about things, right?
Exactly.
If not, it's just okay.
Right.
Monday,
I haven't even got to get home, think about my thoughts, and then be like, you just want to tick.
But even deeper than that, right?
they just be on the phone like, so do you have anything else to say to me?
But it's like
What?
we woke up together.
Oh,
right?
living together. Yeah. That's a whole different thing.
Well, not even living. Like even if you spent the night,
Okay.
what is there for me to talk to you about for the rest of the whole day?
Right.
If
I ain't even did nothing. To that.
I was here all weekend, right? We woke up, we chatted over breakfast. I stayed here till lunch. We chatted over lunch. And now I went back to my space in my house to
At
just
4
unwind.
o'clock. Why at 10 o'clock I'm going to have a whole nother fucking 2-hour conversation ready for your ass?
Like, what'd you do today? I had breakfast and lunch with you.
What you did after you left?
I
Drove home.
I came home and got the sleep I actually didn't get last night because your ass.
Word.
Like I get why.
Nah, I don't get it.
I get why they want to have conversations, right?
I'm not saying conversations, but
At the frequency.
yes. Like, I spoke to you this morning. if you call me at work and I spoke to you at work, you know what happened from when I left you this morning up until now.
I mean, what did they even talk about for the rest of the week until the next weekend if we link up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are y'all gonna talk
Work shit. Exactly.
Right.
Like, you're going to talk about who's pissing you off at work,
Right.
who got you fucked up, blah, 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 right? But other than that, it's just the routine of everything. Now, in the beginning, you
that's different
have a
because
lot
you're
to talk
getting
about.
to
You don't
know
know
each other.
motherfucker. So,
But
you
some
like,
people I don't like talking about work that often.
I don't necessarily neither, but if you hot about work, that's a topic, and bitches will love to hear it. Like, oh, whatever. Got into this scuffle, that scuffle.
So what do you talk about?
I don't.
So
How do-
y'all
how-
just don't talk? Like
I just listen.
y'all
Say,
be having silent car rides
"Damn,
home and
that's
shit?
crazy.
You see what I'm saying? But there goes compatibility, right? So if I fuck with a girl that I could just listen and just, chime in here and there, it's a perfect situation for me. Like, all right.
But I think that's the case most of the time. Because my girl is like that. Like, I don't talk a lot. Like, sometimes we have conversations like where I'll start it and have something to say and talk about or want to talk about. But most of the time,
You just,
She's-
wow, that's crazy.
yeah, like, damn. You let them do that?
Yeah, like.
So what you gonna do now?
But then, literally, since we started this podcast, I've had a couple of conversations around how the fuck you talk for 2 hours straight every fucking week with these niggas, your niggas, as you say.
But we also don't speak all week
Right.
until today. So
Yeah, like, I mean, niggas that have short shits in the chat, but it's not a conversation.
right, it's
Because
never,
you was
right.
just shooting
Like,
them off.
everything is
Bloom,
brief.
bloom,
Yeah.
topic. I'm like, it's editing, baby. That's the
It's
fucking
editing. Listen,
magic of editing.
Trav bitches. Listen, let me tell you something. It's editing. This is produced, okay? This is. We didn't just show up and start talking, okay?
Word.
Facts.
They don't see the magic behind the scenes.
Right.
The frustrations that happen to make the magic at the end.
Indeed.
Yeah, dealing with two light skinned niggas.
The nerve of this.
You
nigga.
mean one light skin? I'm dark skinned.
No, the fuck you not.
You dark souled.
I'm the darkest nigga at this table.
You ain't dark skinned. You dark souled.
But word, son. So, yeah,
I
man.
can I can hear the voice and see the mannerisms that Travis is talking about.
Yo.
Because she can be very animated.
But unanimated at the same time, just like blank face, but like,
vaudeville character.
yo, my nigga, shit is mad fucking annoying.
Yo.
Like, I get it, I hear you. I don't know, but what happens is why I say speak about compatibility is because if, like, in a dynamic where you can listen and just chime in,
You ain't
if
speaking
you
these
a
bitches' love
boring ass
language, is what you're
nigga,
saying?
you obviously can't be with a boring ass nigga because,
You ain't speaking these bitches' love language. What you saying?
Lord, why would I speak love languages as a rule?
What do you
thought
mean
love
as a rule?
language? I thought love language would be fucking reserved for a bitch that I'm sure that I want to keep.
It's part of the game.
How do you know you want to keep him from the jump? Because
Exactly. That's why I'm not trying to speak their love language right
no,
now.
well, I'm saying that to rebut what you said though. Like, that's reserved for someone you want to keep. But
I'm going to learn they shit and dabble in it to keep them somewhat fulfilled. But I'm not going to fucking roll out the red carpet and start wilding because we all know where that road leads to. 'Cause I told you niggas know I'm a romantic type of nigga. I could do all of that shit all fucking day and enjoy it. But I'm not. Because wisdom.
Trav, you ever slept over a chick house? And she get up to leave for work and then wake you up.
Yes.
Did you move in? No.
It was just like, just be there.
I probably had a card key to hand back to the door. You feel me?
Just
Because don't wake me up.
What?
You know,
Oh yeah.
do a couple of dishes.
Wake up to text message like, just sit your ass right down there. I'll be there about 4:30.
Oh man, that shit had me dying.
I think the value is relative for what you're looking for. Like we all just established. No, it's cool that you got like your own independence, your own bread. Cause I got my situation with my money, my bread. I'm not here looking for your bread. I'm here looking for the eye candy. So I'm like, you gotta look a certain way. Like,
There was a dude who made a post. He was saying how he's a budget guy. He puts himself into a budget for the month and he doesn't break that budget. He was talking to a girl, took her out on a date. She was like, first date was good, enjoyed it. But next time, can we go to X place?
The girl said that?
Mm-hmm.
Are you paying?
He says, look, I'm going to run through my shit. I'll let you know. He goes, run through his budget. He said, look, this month, I don't got a budget for that, but I would take you there next month. Whatever. And she broke it off with him.
Oh, yeah, we could get into that type of fucking shit.
Damn. I hit a nerve, my nigga.
Nah, it's just, yo. I've learned that females will sabotage something, and they limit their dating experiences this way. It will sabotage something that could have otherwise. How the fuck he gonna tell a bitch he gonna take her? But the time constraint wasn't good enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they do this shit all the time. Bugging the fuck out. But
and also part of that, he said that he was single, obviously, dating to marry. So that's why he has a specific budget for dating so that he can achieve that goal of marriage.
but I don't think that's bad at all.
It's
Because
not, but
most of us
Don't
don't
have
budget
budgets.
and live paycheck to paycheck.
right.
So he's already checking a box off that most of us try and put in place once the debt is starting to get away from us.
Right.
Like, all right, I'm gonna follow this, and the rule is 72 for now.
Right.
He got that in advance, prerequisites.
Right. And should women be looking for responsible niggas? Like,
Well,
that shows that he has some kind
But
of
they don't
responsibility.
want that. They don't care about how responsible you are with the money, as long as you have a lot of it.
No,
so that they could.
That's obvious, but I'm saying should they be? Like being realistic, not like
I mean, of course they should. I mean, there's a lot of shit that we should be doing, right? But like, if like we're looking for value in looks. They're looking for value in money,
what you can offer,
right?
Resources.
experiences.
So-
right.
So, yes, I probably should look for someone who's responsible. But that might require me to be working and having my own shit. And I don't necessarily want that. I want your shit.
But that's
Right.
what I'm.
Because that's essentially what she's saying.
I done heard more than enough females that I've dealt with, that I'm friends with, say, I need a trick nigga. That's all they care about.
Yes.
Like,
They don't care
you
what he
gotta be
look like.
cute to some degree, they got some standard around that. Like, don't be fucking Craig Mack. But they
Speaking ill
need
of the
a trick
dead.
nigga. They'll say it just like that. Like, I need to be able to go, okay, I need this. And if it's more than a couple $100, I don't want to hear you talk about I ain't got it. Like, nobody's trying
Let me
to
see.
hear that.
Let me see.
Like, so that's their only standard. So why is it that we can't just go, okay, I think that I deserve whatever the fuck I deserve, and that's what I want.
I mean, but both of those things work both ways, right? Because
They both
she can
currency.
want a trick nigga, but
Does she qualify for one?
yes, if he doesn't feel that she bring the value that he's looking for, why would he trick? On the other side of that coin, like
I think a driven nigga is not doing that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like you said earlier, if it ain't tricking, if you got it right, but a nigga who's trying to get it is not doing that if he's smart. At the same time, so you at that point, do you pass up a potentially high value man in the name of the B word?
Just
Potential.
Are women being unrealistic in what they're looking for?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, but how bad is it though?
Nigga,
Like,
when you got Saweetie on TV telling niggas to get an 8-figure nigga, and he's.
But Saweetie is Saweetie.
But that's what I'm saying. But when I tell you there is, I'm a 300-pound plus motherfucker. There are women my size on the internet talking about what niggas got to do and what niggas can't do and this, and that. The culture permeates. You know what I'm saying? And so then, unfortunately, with the way men are set up, you have niggas that are actually willing to do these things from their fucking puny.
Right. So is it safe to assume that the bitches that we consider undesirable are getting these things?
They have people around that can get it, that can do that for them, but for how long? And how consistent are you gonna get niggas that's gonna do these things for you? To the effect that you may potentially, like Kevin Samuels talks about, limit your life, never really be fulfilled because you're chasing something that you just don't fucking qualify for.
I think that's what it boils down to, though.
Okay.
Like,
but I'm saying, like, if that's her standard or her baseline, and she never wavers from it,
she's gonna waver on it when she hits a certain age.
But at the time, is it safe to assume that someone's giving her that or offering that?
With the way society is set up, not that someone's necessarily offering her that, but there's someone out there.
So you think that that's a facade and she fucking some broke nigga on the side?
Oh, they always fucking a broke nigga on the side.
Okay.
That's default. I know all the broke niggas they fucking. Word up.
So so is that like a advertisement kind of thing they're using it for? Like,
it's code.
Like, it's on the internet. Like, all right, is it code for prostitution? Like,
no, it's like being on code.
Oh, okay.
Like, you just like, oh nah, you need to have this, you need to have that, and then when you hit the DMs, it's a different conversation. Like, oh yeah, pull up. You know what I'm saying? But anybody. The irony is, anybody that does seem like they're high value, they play a totally different game with. I ain't gonna front. The bum nigga shit is lit in certain parts of the world of the U.S. Like, they respecting that. I honestly believe.
Are you playing bum nigga in the DMs?
No, but I just see bum niggas thriving.
No, that's a fact. But are you playing like one of them niggas in the DMs?
Never. So the thing is, like, women, their whole game is manipulation to some degree, right? They have to manipulate this world because they don't dominate.
Bum niggas too.
Bum niggas indeed. They follow the women that they leech off of. So being manipulative, you know the value based on your value scale of a nigga as soon as you meet him, for the most part. The bum niggas, they know they're not looking per se to do anything with them other than whatever. So what happens is the high value men then get a different game. Like, women don't know how to really deal with them, but they think that the best way to deal with them is to stretch everything out slowly. This way they think they're reeling them in for something long term. It don't fucking work. But the bum niggas get the pussy right away because that's all they intend to do with them. You know what I'm saying? It's the second you look like you got potential for more, they're at the very least telling themselves that they're going to make you wait.
So are these like obvious bum niggas, or are these like the bum niggas that like
they're covert? Nigga, bum niggas been covert since the beginning of time.
No, I'm just asking. I'm trying to check the temperature.
They
I'm not
dress mad nice. They
right.
You know what I'm saying?
One bottle.
Buy a bitch the $10 rose set from Poppy in the club. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's real.
And that was all their money for the week. Maybe 2.
Nigga, it's an investment towards their future. Because that $400 that they spent that night is going to turn to $40 the second time they see the person. And it's going to turn to 0 after that from here on in. It's like, oh, nah, I ain't got it. Fuck you, me. I got the gaming chair and the PlayStation in your living room, but I ain't got it. And then at that point, the girls they're like, all right, well, at least I could control this nigga. So that's the trade-off too. A bum nigga can be subjugated in a bum situation with a girl who don't have much. She's in control, so she's fulfilled in that regard because society teaches her to be egotistical right now. So it's like, that's a good situation for some.
I guess.
She got the crib. The nigga know better than to pop up past sunrise. Like,
that is crazy.
Listen. Just the name of the game these days, boy. But
I ain't been on curfew since 3rd grade. Damn.
Listen, in some regard, your ass go home at a reasonable hour. You're not spending the night out. No way.
No, I'm not doing that.
Exactly.
I gotta live in.
Exactly.
I gotta live in too.
That's what the bum nigga says. He's like, I'm not really worried about the bitch. I'm worried about more like the shelter. The shelter. I am the shelter. I don't want to go to the actual.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Niggas steal Jordans in the shelter.
Dior.
But word, son. Let me jump out of this toxic bag. My final thoughts for today is this podcast is going to lead me directly to Saweetie.
Nigga, let's get to shut the fuck up. Let's get to the Snapchat group chat.
Oh, so this John, this beautiful black queen,
What?
was commenting on a group chat.
No, there's another one of just the group chat, but she was talking about it. I think she knew them too.
Where apparently there's a bunch of white girls in a chat talking about how they would deal with black men, date them.
Just read it.
All right, so one girl says, Daniela says, I'll fuck with a black guy, even date for a bit, but never marry. Courtney says, oh my God, same. I don't see the appeal. Zara says, black guys would do anything to be with a white girl. It's kind of pathetic. Daniela says, you don't understand. Oh my God. Kara then says, then explain. They don't have any appeal. In fact, their latest good looking. I don't know what the fuck that means. Abigail. These names
she probably
are
was trying to write at least.
At least, in fact, they're at least good looking. Okay, that makes sense. Abigail says, laughing my ass off. Ask a white guy to come over 3 a.m. and he'll say no. Now ask a black guy to come over and he'll be there in a heartbeat. Dina says black men would go above and beyond to please you because being with a white woman to them is a dream come true. Kara says, so basically they are easy. Daniela says, if I tell a black boy I want to pee in his mouth, he will let me. No way with a white guy. Whoa. That's a lie. Black guys have low self-esteem and love us. Courtney puts the skull and bones for dead. Isn't that using them? Zara says, sounds like they're like puppets. Okay.
So a couple apologies. I think the apology was from the Daniela girl.
First of all, I'm not sure where these hoes is. But
some small
once
town
again,
somewhere, probably.
These black women, these black guys that they're speaking about, for the most part, are the bum niggas that we were just talking about 5 minutes ago. That's my first.
They sound like they're like college kids, though. I don't think those are like adults.
Oh,
I don't think so.
Well, in the adult segment,
Niggas that say.
the only niggas drooling over these fat, nasty white girls are bum ass niggas, bro.
I asked one of my homeboys that exclusively dates white women.
Does he only exclusively, or he just been with the same white bitch since you know?
It's pretty exclusive. Exclusively white women. He says, I mean, whatever. I'm not.
Do they have to have a black spade tatted on them?
Shout out to you.
He doesn't even. I talked to him about this. He doesn't even know what the black spade meant.
Whatever.
So anyway, he said that's just locker room talk.
Is that why his name is H1?
I don't know, nigga.
Because he likes white women?
No, nigga, H1N1 is the fucking swine flu.
Duh.
Porky. Okay, you got it.
The other white meat. Nigga. First of all.
But he said that's locker room talk. And I guess he kind of chalks it up as to like Donald Trump saying grab her by the pussy kind of shit.
Is it?
And that's what he's saying. It's not true, but
oh, like white bitches just like sitting around gassing themselves up like that.
Right. I guess it's just
First
like
of all, they're fucking lying. Second of all, don't get me wrong. Black niggas in college do kind of.
one of my other homeboys was like, well, I don't know what they're talking about because it was actually the opposite. Because I was dogging these white bitches in college.
Right. And they will let you dog the fuck out of them. Like, they're capping as per my fucking experience in Stony Brook.
And I think that's right around the age they are. If I'm
You could just straight up walk into bitches' rooms and lay down on the bed. I mean, not in like a sexual manner, but you don't even know them. I'm talking about like from strangers. Like me and Alvin was running through whatever quad I was in Stony Brook, our building. And like walking in and laying down on bitches' beds, like, yo, what up? I'm trash.
I mean, there ain't no couches in there. So
Still,
that would be the only place to sit.
Like,
Nah, it's a chair in the room.
yeah. And
Sit your
nigga, we
ass on
had
that
suites,
chair.
nigga.
The
We
fuck
could have
off
brought
my
them out
bed.
into the living room.
Hmm.
We had little couches, you know what I'm saying? But white bitches in college get dogged the fuck out. Matter of fact, the fraternities, I was a part of that life somewhat. The fraternities have whole groupie clans that just pull up. Like, you know, if she in this sorority or she's in that quad or whatever, you say you're Alpha Phi Alpha, you getting your dick sucked today. Like, they fucking. So, yeah, locker room talk does make sense to some degree. But in the adult segment where we are, only them bum ass niggas, they don't care what race you are because they doing the same things regardless.
Guess we can wrap this shit up. Get the fuck out of here.
Word. See you next week on SP4TM.
You letting white bitches piss in your mouth?
Not a fact.
Okay.
Piss in your
Just making
mouth.
sure.
The golden shower shit. It's always a white bitch that wants you to do that shit to her. That's the only time I ever heard of that.
He didn't really say much. I just wanted to know
Nah,
if he was hiding something over there.
I've never.
I mean, I stopped fucking with him long time ago.
I've
No, you
only
didn't. It wasn't
fucked
that
with
long
a
ago.
half C. That's it.
When the last one I fucked with? 19 years old at the Royal Regency. That's what you trying to talk about?
You wasn't 19, nigga.
That's the fuck I was.
No, you was not.
Maybe 20.
Older.
Never.
Older.
Never.
I couldn't even legally drink.
Oh shit, you might be right. No. Yeah, you might be right. Okay. That's legit. All right, my bad. Because we worked together after that, right?
Yeah.
Not before. Okay, yeah. I thought it was the other way around in my head. Okay, that makes sense.
Fact though.
Y'all niggas.
Listen.
But I'm not with none of that shit that these fucking bitches was talking about in this group chat.
Like, nigga, who's running anywhere for anything?
Are you
I've never
DTF?
ran anywhere
I'm not gonna ask that question. Forget it.
for no white nothing.
You don't like swine on the seats?
I don't like swine, son.
Don't get me wrong. If I'm being 100% honest, and call me academics for the day because of this.
Yeah, you like the pink toast.
Nah, you wildin'. Hood niggas, a lot of hood niggas that I know
Yes, it's a fact. I know what you're gonna say.
subconsciously
Mm-hmm.
idolize white women. Like,
It's
they
a
put
fact.
them in a different bracket.
It's a fact.
You know? I just see it. I'm just...
It's a fact. That is a whole entire fact.
like, they get with a white bitch and they're like, all right, nah, she's lit. Like, it's extra to them. They don't say it because we're still in
No, they
2020.
be saying that shit.
Nah, they be saying that.
They be saying that shit.
I know a nigga right now who went and had a baby with the girl simply because she white.
Are you talking about? Yo, that's fucking hilarious. So
Like,
yeah, like
nah, bro, you not winning.
that's not it. Yeah, like they typically don't like to speak it out loud per se, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know. It's never been a thing. No.
Yeah, I don't like.
Stop
the pink
fucking
toast,
lying.
son.
If I were to fuck with a white girl, I don't think it would like
Would
be
just
a
be for
long
the
term thing.
smashings.
Yeah,
I feel you.
and
You said
she
beef
would
for the
have
what?
to be like
Smashings.
she would have to be like bad, like
Beef
super
for
bad.
the bread, bro.
Huh?
For me, it'd be for the bread. It'd be for money.
It'd be for the bread.
It'd be for money.
So in that case, you need a trick.
That's the only way,
Like homegirl said.
bro. Me and my girl be watching movies. She be like, "Oh, she's really pretty." I like, right?
Yeah,
She's
like
no, you just don't like any white women. I'm like, that's not true. There are,
I like certain white women.
yeah, there's
that
some
are
white
attractive.
women that's like, okay, I see you. But
Who's
like
that
the ones
pasty
she
joint?
be
That's
like,
fire. The
Pasty?
movie chick.
With the lips.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Johansson.
Scarlet.
oh yeah, Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
She's fire.
Yes,
Jessica Biel has always been a favorite of mine for some
I
reason.
don't think she's white though.
Jessica Biel. She might be
She's
like
kind of tan.
right?
She might be like parts Mexican. or some
Portuguese.
shit. Yeah, something.
if
like
they from Portugal, nigga, that's white.
that is white. You're right, but I don't know.
That's European.
But- It'd
But
be
yeah.
for the bread, bro.
Negropeans would beg to differ.
Hmm.
But word. Next time on SP4TM podcast, we're gonna talk about how you bitches could get right.
We're gonna fix your life.
You feel me? But yeah. We out.
Peace.